Welcome to this explainer. Your brain is literally doing complex algebra just to safely cross a busy street. Today, we're taking something that often feels completely abstract and transforming it into a highly practical toolkit for your everyday life. Let's dive right into this. Instead of seeing math as just a bunch of numbers on a dusty chalkboard, we're going to look at it as a powerful, interactive set of instruments designed to help you navigate the real world. Come on, be honest. You've probably muttered this exact question while staring blankly at a textbook. When will I actually use this math? It is incredibly common to feel math anxiety, especially when the concepts feel totally disconnected from our actual lives. But today, we're going to validate that question by answering it directly. We're going to look at exactly when and how you use these tools.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll explore math in everyday life, dive into financial literacy, map out geometry and physical spaces, become a data detective, and finally look at visualizing information effectively.
All right, part 1, math in everyday life. Let's demystify some complex concepts.
The whole goal here is to reframe math from a daunting academic hurdle into a wildly practical tool. As the source material highlights, proficiency in math is absolutely crucial for navigating your personal economic decisions and resolving common, everyday challenges effectively. These aren't just academic exercises. These skills directly empower us. Whether you're standing in the grocery store, planning a road trip, or just staring at your bank account, applied math is the engine that helps you make informed, effective decisions.
Moving on to Part 2, Algebra and Financial Literacy, Balancing the Scales.
This is our first real toolkit category, and it shows exactly how algebra applies directly to our wallets. Cultivating financial literacy doesn't just happen by accident. It is deeply rooted in algebraic principles. We're talking about applying percentages, understanding ratios, and managing personal finances. Think about the sheer panic of calculating a tip under pressure at a dinner, right? You are literally doing algebra in your head when you figure out how much you can afford to leave or how much you need to save this month.
Think of it like a giant visual balance scale. On one side, you have your income. On the other, your expenses. When you're trying to balance your budget so that your expenses don't outweigh your income, you are doing the exact same mental heavy lifting as balancing a complex algebraic equation. You are striving for equilibrium.
Part 3, Geometry and Physical Spaces, Shaping Your Real-World Environment. So we're transitioning from managing our money to managing the physical world around us. And the crucial point here is understanding that concepts like perimeter and area are not just abstract formulas you memorize for an exam. No way. They are fundamental geometric concepts used to measure boundaries and surface spaces. We literally live inside these concepts. Every room you walk into, every piece of furniture you try to arrange, is governed by these exact mathematical principles.
Let's look at a quick mini narrative of doing some home improvement to make this super concrete. Imagine you're working on your house. Step 1, you want to build a fence to enclose a new garden. Well, you need to measure the perimeter, that outer boundary, to know exactly how much fencing material to buy. Step 2, maybe you want to put down new flooring in your living room. You have to calculate the area, the total surface space, to determine your floor coverage. By integrating everyday scenarios just like this, we demystify geometry and give you interactive instruments to literally shape your environment. Next up, Part 4, Becoming a Data Detective, Making Sense of the Numbers All Around Us.
Every single day, we encounter massive amounts of information. And to be a true data detective, you need to know what you're actually looking at. The essential distinction here is between qualitative and quantitative data. Qualitative data is descriptive. It's about the qualities or characteristics of something. Quantitative data, on the other hand, is numerical. It's the quantities, the hard numbers. Recognizing the difference between descriptive information and numerical information is the very first step in making sense of all the statistics we see in the news or online every single day.
And finally, Part 5, Visualizing Information Effectively. Let's turn those tallies into insights.
Now that we have collected our data, how do we actually show it clearly to the world? Well, data collection and organization can happen through some really highly interactive ways. You might start by simply observing a group, or maybe conducting a quick mini-survey. Then, you can use online tools to create graphs. The source materials specifically highlight transforming tallied responses into various types of graphs, like bar graphs, pictographs, and line plots. This is exactly how we organize messy, raw numbers into a clear story that the human brain can easily understand.
Let's look at a hyper-relatable example. Just imagine asking a room full of people, chocolate or vanilla.
You tally the answers and you build a chart. This is exactly what statisticians do at a baseline level. They ask the question, track the data, and visualize the information so anyone can understand the conclusion at a single glance.
So, what is the ultimate takeaway here? Why does this all matter? Because making sense of information scales upward. The exact same mathematical method you use to analyze how many people prefer chocolate over vanilla in a simple survey is the very same method used by professionals to analyze high-stakes, real-world information, like complex job growth data in the global economy. By learning the basics of data representation, you are quite literally learning the language of the modern world.
We have officially taken math out of the textbook and put it right into your hands. From using a balance scale for your finances, to using area for your next home improvement project, to acting as a data detective with surveys. So, I leave you with this. The next time you face a major personal or financial decision, how will you use your new mathematical toolkit to solve it? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning and keep exploring.